Hey guys, we're going to talk about 17.4. It's sponsored by Prairie Functional Medicine and Kinesiology. So what we came up with is we got a 10-minute AMRAP. So what you're going to be doing, we got 5 pull-ups, 10 kettlebell swings, and the weight's going to be 1.5 for the guys and 1 for the ladies, poots that is, and then 15 goblet squats. So 10 minutes to get as many reps as you can, and that is part A. So part B is after that 10 minutes is up, you're going to have 7 minutes to establish a 1 rep max clean. So first part of it, part A, is 10-minute AMRAP. As soon as that 10 minutes is up, no rest, you get 7 minutes to complete 1 rep max clean. That's 17.4. Thanks guys. Alright guys, so our first movement is the pull-up. So we got several different ways we can complete the pull-up, but the basic premise is we have to lock out our arms at the bottom, and we have to get the chin above the bar at the top. So you can see she could do the butterfly pull-up. She could do kipping, so we can kip above the bar. And then the last one you could do is a strict one. So you could do either one you want, whatever you can do, locking the arms at the bottom, chin above the bar at the top. Alright guys, so a couple of the bad reps, what we don't want to see is if you don't go up all the way, so if that chin's not getting above the bar, what that looks like, that would be a no rep. The other aspect of that is the other way, so if you're T-Rexing it at the top, not coming locking all the way down at the bottom, that would also be a no rep. Alright, one more thing, it is an overhand grip, so no reverse grip, so there's no chin-ups, it's actually pull-ups, so this would also be a no rep. Alright guys, so, and one last thing on the pull-ups, your feet can't really touch the ground, so you can't be doing like a jumping pull-up and using the ground to assist your pull-up. Alright, and the other aspect of that is you can't use the rack to stop your momentum, so if you're doing pull-ups, you can't use that rack to regain your momentum, you have to do a full pull-up. Alright, on the kettlebell swings, they are American kettlebell swings, so we're not doing the Russian. We're going all the way up above the head. The bell has to be facing up, so we can't have the 45-degree bell. That would be a no rep. So she's showing you a couple of good reps here. Well, that was a bad one. So that would be an example of the bell not making it all the way up to the top there, and then so show them another one, no Russians. So no Russians, it's actually American, so we're going all the way up there. Alright, so a couple other things, the hips have to be fully extended at the top, and the arms have to be fully extended. So if she shows you a bad rep of arms not being fully extended at the top, so you have to lock up that position and get it all the way above your head. And then the other part of that is the hips do have to fully extend, so if you can't be muted at the hip when you're doing that. Alright, the last movement is our goblet squat. So it's just like the air squat. What we're looking for is hips locked out at the top and your hip crease going below the knees at the bottom. You can support the kettlebell however you want in front of you here, as long as it's in that front rack position. So we don't want to see it in whatever position is other than the front rack, some weird position. So just do the movement as it's intended to do. So she's showing you some good reps, hips below the knees there, and then fully extended at the top. Some bad reps, so not going down all the way would be a no rep, and then not extending at the top would also be a no rep. And you are able to go from that last kettlebell swing straight into the goblet squat, but just making sure you're locking out at the top on that last one. If you want to go right into that goblet squat, we are accepting that. Alright guys, so part B, we have that right after the 10-minute, we're going right into that 7-minute 1 rep. You can have the bar preloaded, but after that, you have to load your own weight. No one else can help you with that. The other thing that we are requiring is that you have some sort of clip on the bar. This is about safety first, guys. We don't want anybody getting hurt. So clips must be on the bar. You must load your own weight. So we're allowing a power clean or a squat clean, whichever one you guys want to do and you feel comfortable with. So power clean, and then she'll show a squat clean here. So as long as you're what we're looking for is your hips are locked out at the top is the main thing that we want to see there. So whether it's a power clean or a squat clean, hips locked out at the top. Okay, so a couple of no reps would be if you do a hang clean. So the bar must leave from the ground, so hang cleans are not acceptable. The other way you can have a no rep is if you dump the bar before you hit that lockout position. So if you dump it before we see that hip lock out, that would be a no rep as well. So make sure you're locking the hips out and taking that weight from the floor. So whatever your last weight was that you completed, we need to see that weight. So if you completed, say it was 200 pounds, at the end of your video, we need to see what your weights were. So if they're 45s, 10s, 35s, we must see what the weight is on the bar there when you complete the rep. If you failed a rep and then went back, it's on your video, so just show us your last completed rep, what your weights were when the bar was on the weight was on the bar. The other thing is, if you put some weight on and you missed that rep, you cannot go back down to try to hit a weight lower than you previously had. Once you put that weight on the bar, you must remain at that weight or higher, and that's one of the standards as well. Is there anything else?
Kilos.
Oh, one last thing, no kilos. We're doing all pounds for this, trying to keep it even on across the board. So pounds only, no kilos.